Hello, and welcome to Iowa Stage Theatre Company's SCRIPTEASE audio drama and our current project, bi-weekly presentations from the newly published collection Love for Short, news translations and adaptations of short works of Anton Chekhov by R. Andrew White, Iowa Stage Theatre resident artist company member James Serpento, and with Jane Martinovsky-Hendricks. Tonight's story is The Proposal. Like last week's The Bear, The Proposal was written in 1888 and bears the subtitle A Joke in One Movement, though he would famously call his longer plays comedies. When they were interpreted too seriously by Konstantin Stanislavski, Chekhov appears to have not held outright silliness in high esteem. He dismissed The Proposal just as he had The Bear, even telling one director, "You can roll cigarettes out of it for all I care." Still, like The Bear, The Proposal quickly became popular and has remained so. Interestingly, the play also seems to have invited a certain level of experimentation over the years. For instance, it was included on a triple bill called 33 Swoons, directed by Russian innovator Vyacheslav Myerold as a way to critique the pre-revolution intelligentsia, and there is a report of at least one production in which the play was staged in 3 different styles: realism, expressionism, and constructivism. Here now, in a new translation by R. Andrew White, Anton Chekhov's The Proposal.
Anton Chekhov's The Proposal, A Joke in One Movement, translated and adapted by R. Andrew White. The characters are Stepan Stepanovich Chebukov, a landowner, played by John Earle Robinson. Natalia Stepanovna, his 25-year-old daughter, played by Tiffany Flory. Ivan Vasilievich Lomov, their neighbor, a landowner and hypochondriac, played by Michael Tallman. The action takes place in the living room of Chebukov's country estate. Chebukov is in the living room of his country estate. And then Ivan Vasilievich Lomov enters, wearing tails and white gloves.
Ivan Vasilievich! Why, of all the people! Oh, give me your hand. My dear old friend. Oh, such a pleasure. Such a surprise. Holy Moses, how have you been?
Oh, thank you, Stepan Stepanovich. How have you been doing?
Oh, we just keep plowing right along, with the help of your kind prayers and so on. Please, sit down. You know, it's a bad thing for a man to forget his neighbors. But, why so formal? On your way to someplace important?
No, I've come to see you.
But in tails? Gloves? What, is it New Year's Eve?
Well, you see, the thing is, my dear Stepan Stepanovich, I've called on you today for a favor, a blessing, really, if it's not too much trouble, that is. In the past, you might remember, I have had the honor of asking for your help more than once, and you have always been so, how can I put it, so generous in your... I'm sorry, nerves got the best of me. So then, today, dear Stepan Stepanovich, I've come to ask you for a glass of water.
Why, of course. He wants money. He's not getting any. Here you are. So, what do you need?
You see, my esteemed Stepan Esteemovich, what I want to say is, I feel that you are the only person who can help me, and I know, of course, that I in no way, shape, or form deserve... I've done nothing that would ever give me the right to...
Well, spit it out before it kills you, boy.
Yes! All right, then. Here we go. The thing is, I have come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Come again?
I have the honor to ask...
Oh, Mother of God! Ivan Vasilievich! Oh, my dear boy! Of course! Oh, with honor! Oh, come here, you! Oh, I've wished! Oh, I've prayed all these many years! Do you know, my boy, that I have always loved you as a son? as my blood, and may God above grant you both love, joy, and so on. Oh, I'm standing here like a fool. I'm dumbstruck with joy. Oh, right down to my soul. I'll go find Natasha.
Stepanich, do you think she will? I mean, may I count on her consent?
Oh, and you, such a fine young man. Look at you. How could she refuse? Why, I'm sure she's in love with you. Crazy as a kitten and so on. Now, you stay right here.
I'm shaking all over, like I'm about to take an exam. But the main thing is, make up your mind and do it. Because if you wait, if you're all talk, it will never happen. You're standing around, you're stalling, waiting on the woman of your dreams. If you wait on true love, you'll never get married. Now, Natalia Stepanovna, there's a fine woman. Good housekeeper, educated too. Not too bad looking. What more do I need? I'm so nervous my ears are even ringing. I have to get married. I can't stay single. First, I'm 35, the critical age. Second, I must have a quiet, normal life. I have a heart condition. I keep having palpitations, and on top of it, I flare up so quickly. Oh, now my lips trembling and my eyelids twitching. But the worst of it comes when I go to bed. I lay there. I just start to doze off and stab. Something pulls in my left side. Bang! It shoots up the right shoulder and into my head. I leapt out of bed like a madman. And I walk, and then I slowly lay down again. Calm, calm. I start to doze off, and stab. It's in the back, in my side, woo, up to my head. If it happens once, it happens 20 times.
It's you. Papa said there was a merchant here, said he'd come for the goods. Well, hello, Ivan Vasilyevich.
Hello, my dear Natalia Stepanovna.
Oh, look. And here, me in my nightie. What a mess. I was shucking peas, you know. Have to dry 'em. Now, why haven't you been over for a visit in so long? You've been keeping from us. You want some lunch?
No, thank you. I already ate.
Well, then have a smoke. Look, here are some matches. Wonderful weather, eh? Wonderful. Rained torrents yesterday, though. The farm hands couldn't get a lick of work done all day. How many stacks did you bale? I had the whole meadow cut, if you want to know. I was so set on getting it done. Suppose I'll pay, though. Afraid the hay's gonna rot. Might have done better to wait after all. Oh, well. But look at you! What's all this? Don't think I've seen you dressed so fine, tails and all. What are you up to? A ball? Is that it? You look very handsome, I must say. But why are you all dressed up?
My dear Natalia Stepanovna, the thing is, I have come here to ask you to listen to what I have to say. This might take you unawares, might even ruffle your feathers, so to speak. But the thing is, so horribly cold.
What's the matter? Well?
I'll try to make this short. My dear Natalia Stepanovna, as you know, I have had the honor of knowing your family for a long time, ever since I was a little boy. My late aunt and her husband, from whom I, as I believe you know, inherited my estate, always treated your father and your late mother with deep respect. The Lomovs and the Trubakovs have always had a very friendly, you might even say, familial relationship. And then there's our land. The borders of our soil are so close together. If you remember, my little ox meadows touch your birches.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to interrupt here. You just said, my little ox meadows. They aren't yours.
No, they're mine.
Oh, really? The little ox meadows are ours, not yours.
No, my dear Natalia Stepanovna, I believe they are mine.
Well, that's news to me. And how'd they come to be yours?
How? Well, I'm talking about the little ox meadows. The ones that form a wedge between your birches and burnt marsh.
Exactly. They're ours.
No, my dear Natalia Stepanovna, you're mistaken. They're mine.
I see. And how long have they been yours?
For as long as I can remember. They've always belonged to the Lomovs.
Well, that doesn't make sense, Ivan Vasilyevich.
Oh, no, my dear Natalia Stepanovna.
It's all there in the documents. Now, there was this dispute of ownership at one time, it's true. But now that's all been settled. Everyone knows they're mine. There's no argument about that. You see, my aunt's grandmother loaned the Little Ox Meadows rent-free for an indefinite period of time to your father's grandfather's peasants as compensation for their making bricks for her. Now, your father's grandfather's peasants used the meadows rent-free for some 40-odd years and came to think of it as their own. But you see, when the serfs were emancipated...
No. Not true. Here's how it is. My papa and great-grandpapa have always claimed that land because they knew, you see, that their property extended up to Burnt Marsh. So that would make the Little Ox Meadows ours, wouldn't it? What's there to argue? I don't understand. This is ridiculous.
I'll show you the papers.
What is this, a joke? Or are you making fun of me? It's astonishing. We own a piece of land for almost 300 years, and then one day you walk in and tell us it's not ours. Am I hearing this, Ivan Vasilovich? I mean, it's not that the meadows amount to much. A dozen acres or so wouldn't bring more than 300 rubles. It's the injustice of it that infuriates me. Say whatever you want, but I won't tolerate injustice.
Well, listen to me, please. Your father's grandfather's peasants, as I have already had the honor to explain to you, made bricks for my aunt's grandmother. My aunt's grandmother wanting to reward them with a favor.
Grandfather, grandmother, aunt? I don't understand any of this. The Little Ox Meadows are ours, and that's that.
They're mine.
Ours! Go ahead and stand there making a fuss for 2 days, put on 15 dressy jackets. But the meadows are still ours. Ours!
I don't even want the meadows. It's just the principle of the thing. Look, if you want them, I'll give them to you.
Hell, I might just give them to you since they're already ours. This has me confused, Ivan Vasilovich. Up to this moment, we always thought of you as a good neighbor, as a friend. Didn't we last year lend you our thresher? Had to put off our own threshing clear till November. And here you walk in and treat us like a bunch of gypsies? Giving me my own land. You're no neighbor. Truth be told, you're a downright cruel, if you want to know.
I see. So you're calling me some kind of squatter, is that it? Well, madam, I have never in my life taken another man's land, so don't go pointing fingers at me. The Little Ox Meadows are mine.
Liar, ours.
Mine.
Liar, ours. I'll prove it to you. I'll send my mowers down there today.
What?
My men, mowing them today.
I'll throw them out on their necks.
You wouldn't dare.
The Little Ox Meadows are mine. Do you understand? Mine.
You shut it. You can scream till you're hoarse at home, but don't you dare raise your voice in my house.
Madam, if I were suffering from these terrible, painful palpitations, if my veins weren't throbbing in my temples, my tone with you would be very different right now. The Little Ox Meadows are mine!
Ours!
Mine!
Ours!
Mine!
What in the name of... What's the matter?
Papa!
All the shouting!
Papa, tell this gentleman who the Little Ox Meadows belong to.
Oh, my little hen. They're ours.
But please, Stepan Stepanich, be reasonable. How can that be when your aunt's grandmother gave the meadow free of charge for temporary use to your grandfather's peasants? The peasants used the land for some 40 years and came to think of it as their own.
Whoa.
But after
Excuse
the
me.
emancipation...
Excuse me, my son, but you're forgetting. Those peasants never paid your grandmother a thing because they were already thrashing out who owned the meadows and so on. But now it's all been settled. Everyone knows. Even every dog in town knows it's mine. You haven't seen the documents?
I'll prove it's mine.
You can't, my dear boy.
I can, and I will!
Oh, Mother of God, why are you yelling? I don't want what's yours, and I'm not giving up what's mine. And besides, if you keep acting like a lunatic, I'll give the meadows to the peasants over you anyway.
You don't have any right to
I know my rights. And now don't bull up against me, son. I'm old enough to be your father, so you just calm yourself down.
You call my land yours, and then you tell me to calm myself down. That's rich.
Good neighbors do not behave this way.
Fine proverb coming from a squatter.
What? What's that?
Papa, Send the mowers down there now.
Sir, did you just say what I think you said?
The little Ox Meadows belong to us, and I will never give them up!
We'll see. I'll take you to court.
Go
That'll
ahead.
show you.
You go and find the highest court you can. I know you. You sit around and just wait for a chance to drag some innocent man to court. You petty little shriveled-up liar. You Lomovs were always liars. Every last one of you.
You keep my family out of this. We Lomovs have always been a family of honor. Not one of us was ever hauled into court over embezzlement like your grandfather.
And not one of us was ever insane like everyone in your family.
Every last one of them.
And your grandfather was a roaring drunk. And then your Aunt Natasha ran off with that architect.
Your mother was a hunchback. Ooh, oh, twinge. Oh, sharp pain in my side. My temples. Water.
Oh, and then, of course, your father gambled away everything he had and gorged himself like a hog.
And your aunt could gossip to beat the band.
Excuse me, my left leg has gone numb. And as for you, sir, you're a traitor. Ooh, God, my heart. It is no secret that before the last election... Oh, I'm seeing stars. Where's my hat?
Low down snake in the grass.
Two-faced backstabber.
Here it is. My hat. Oh, my heart. Which way to the door?
Get out. And I don't want to see hide or hair of you on my land
I
again.
think I'm dying. I can't feel my leg.
See you in court. Sue us.
Ah, to hell with him.
The scoundrel. What a good neighbor.
Bastard. Pea-brained scarecrow.
The freak. Well, first he tries to take our land, and then he turns around and calls you names.
And you know what else? This troll, this little mole, has the gall to come in here and propose. To propose.
What do you mean, propose?
What do I mean? I mean he came over here to propose to you.
To propose? To me? Why didn't you tell me before?
Got all up in his tails to do it, too. The stuffed sausage, the little mushroom.
Propose? To me? Get him back.
What?
Get him back! Oh, get him back!
But
Hurry! Hurry! Oh, I'm sick. Oh, get him back!
what is it? What is it with you? Oh, such misfortune. I'll shoot myself. I'll hang myself. This is torture.
I'm dying! Get him back!
Yes, right now. Stop howling.
What have you done? Get him back! Get him back!
He's coming and so on. Damn him. Talk to him yourself. I'm done with him.
Get him back!
I told you he's on his way. Oh, what a burden, my creator, to be the father of a grown-up daughter. Oh, I'll cut my throat. I swear I will. We cursed this man, abused him, threw him out. You just couldn't keep your mouth shut.
Oh? And who called his father a hog?
Oh, that's right. Turn it around. I'm the one to blame.
Legs numb.
Talk to him yourself.
Forgive me, Ivan Vasilievich.
Legs numb. And there's a twinge in my side.
Forgive me. We were wrong, Ivan Vasilievich. I remember now. The little Ox Meadows
My heart's
are
pounding.
yours.
The meadows. Mine. Ooh, my eyelids are twitching.
Yes, yours. All yours. Your Ox Meadows.
I acted out of principle. I don't care, about the Ox Meadows. I don't care about the land, but just the...
The principal, yes. Now, let's you and I talk about something else.
And what's more, I have the evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave your father's grandfather's peasants.
Yes. Where do I start? So, Ivan Vasilievich, are you going hunting this season?
Oh, yes. For black grouse. Dear Natalia Stepanovna.
Oh.
After the harvest, But it won't be the same this year. Have you heard? It's tragic. My dog, you know him, Cracker? Oh, he went lame.
Oh, no, Ivan Vasilievich. How?
I don't know. Must have twisted his paw or something. Maybe one of the other dogs bit him. My best dog. Not to mention what I paid for him. I paid old Mironov 125 rubles for him.
Oh, you paid too much, Ivan Vasilievich.
I thought it was a bargain. Fine animal.
Well, Pop only paid 85 rubles for Clipper, and he's a far better dog than Cracker.
Clipper better than Cracker. What are you talking about? Clipper better than Cracker.
Of course. I mean, I know Clipper's still a pup, but in pedigree and performance, there's not a dog can touch him, even in Volchenyevsky's kennel.
Oh, forgive me, Natalia Stepanovna, but you're forgetting one point. He has an overshot jaw and a weak bite.
A weak bite? Well, that's news to me.
I promise. His lower jaw is shorter than the upper.
So you've measured it?
Yes, I've measured it. Now, he's fine at chasing, but when it comes to catching, well, he couldn't catch,
In the first place, our Clipper is a purebred. He's the son of Gripper and Tracker, whereas God knows what gave birth to your crossbred beast. And in the second place, your dog's older than dirt and more broken down than an old nag.
Oh, he may be old, but I wouldn't trade him for 5 of your Clippers. Cracker, now, he's a real dog. Whereas Clippers, well, it's laughable to even try to compare. It's ridiculous. 25 rubles would be a crime to charge for your Clipper.
Oh, a demon of contradiction has gotten into you today, Ivan Vasilovich. First, you say that the Little Ox Meadow is yours, and now Cracker is better than Clipper? I can't stand a man who won't admit the truth. You know perfectly well that Clipper is 100 times better than your stupid Cracker. So why say the opposite?
Natalia Stepanovna, you must think I'm either blind or a fool. Don't you see that Clipper has an overshot jaw?
That's a lie.
He's overshot.
Not true.
Why are you shouting, madam?
Why are you talking nonsense? It's crazy. Cracker should be shot. And you compare him to Clipper?
Excuse me, I cannot continue this conversation because I'm having palpitations.
You know, I've noticed that hunters who argue the most are the ones who understand the least.
Madam, will you please shut up? I think I'm about to have a heart attack. Shut up!
I won't shut up until you admit that Clipper is 100 times better than Cracker.
He's 100 times worse! And I hope your Clipper drops dead! Oh, my eyes! Oh, my head! My shoulder!
Well, there's no need to wish your sorry dog dead, because he already looks dead.
Shut up! I'm having a heart attack!
I'll never shut up!
Now what's happening?
Papa, just say it plain. Which dog is better, our Clipper or his Cracker?
Stepan Stepanich, I beg you, just tell us one thing. Does your Clipper have an overshot jaw? Yes or no?
So what if he does? Who cares? He's still the best dog in the district and so on.
But my Cracker is a better dog, yes? Be honest.
Now just hold your horses, dear boy. Cracker does have his good points, truly. He's purebred, firm in his feet, powerful build and so on. But if you really want to know, he has 2 problems. He's old, and he's got a flat muzzle.
I'm having palpitations. All right, now let's just take a look at the facts. Remember, if you will, sir, remember at Marushkin's field, Cracker ran neck to neck with the Count's Fury, and if memory serves me, I believe it was Clipper who was half a mile behind.
Oh, that's right, the dog was behind, but that's because the Count's huntsman smacked him with a riding whip.
Yes, now, why was that? Oh, yes, I believe it was because all the other dogs were chasing a fox, while your mighty Clipper went after a sheep.
Now, that's not true. My dear boy, don't forget that I have a short temper, so let's stop arguing this minute. The man hit him because everyone is jealous of his neighbor's dog. And you, sir, are just like the rest. You notice someone's dog is superior to your Cracker, and then you start to needle and so on. I remember it all.
So do I.
So do I. What do you remember?
My palpitations. My legs got numb. I can't.
My palpitations. You're not even half a hunter. You're like a peasant. Just go back to your hut and sleep over the kitchen stove and crush cockroaches while you're at it. You shouldn't be hunting foxes. My palpitations.
You call yourself a hunter? You better go home and nurse those palpitations instead, boy. You might hurt yourself on a horse. Fine hunter you are. The only reason you hunt is to pick fights with people and then pick on their dogs and so on. I'm losing my patience, so let's drop it. You're no hunter.
Oh, and you think you're a hunter. The only reason you hoist your rear end up on a horse is to suck up to the Count and get on with your scheming. Oh, my heart. You backstabber.
Backstabber? You'd best shut up right now.
Backstabber!
Welp,
Backstabbing old rat!
cut it out or I'll get my gun and pick you off like a partridge.
And we all know, my heart, that your late wife used to beat you. Oh, my leg had... I can see stars. I can't stand.
Well, we all know that your housemaid keeps you on a short leash.
I'm having a heart attack. My shoulder's gone. Where's my shoulder? I'm dying. Call for a doctor. Oh, I'm falling.
Back down, eh? Little gopher. Ought to step on you. Makes me sick.
What a hunter you are. You don't know the first thing about riding a horse.
Sick!
Papa? Papa, what's wrong with him? Papa, look! Ah! Ivan Vasilovich! He's dead!
Makes me sick. Can hardly breathe. Needs to get some air.
Ivan Vasilovich! He's dead! Ivan Vasilovich! What have we done? He's dead! Get a doctor! Get a doctor!
Oh, what is it now? What's the matter?
He's dead! He's dead!
Oh, who's dead? Oh, now let me check for it. Oh, he is dead.
Dead!
Oh, Mother of God. Oh, get a doctor. Get a doctor. I'll get some water. Drink, Ivan Vasilievich. Oh, God in heaven, drink. Oh, he's not drinking. Oh, he's really dead and so on. Oh, what a misfortune. I should have ended it. Put a bullet through my brain. Oh, why haven't I cut my throat? What am I waiting for? Bring me a knife. Bring me a gun. Oh, look. He's coming around. Drink some water, my boy. That's right.
Stars. Mist. Where am I?
Oh, just hurry up and marry her, and to hell with it. She says yes, boy. She says yes. Take her hand. Here.
Oh.
Oh, the answer is yes, and so on. You have my blessing. Just leave me in peace.
Huh? What? Who?
She says yes.
Yes! Yes, I'll marry you! You're alive! You're alive!
Oh, just kiss each other.
Oh, very nice. What's happening? What's all this about? Yes, I remember. My heart, and then there were stars, but... Well, I'm very happy, Natalia Stepanovna. Oh, yes, very happy. My leg is numb.
And I'm happy too.
And it's a load off my back.
Now you can admit that Cracker's not as good as Clipper.
No, he's better.
No, he's not.
He's better.
He's worse. Worse!
Champagne, champagne, champagne!
This has been Iowa Stage Theater Company's SCRIPTEASE audio drama, Love for Short. Short works of Anton Chekhov, newly translated and adapted by R. Andrew White and Iowa Stage Theater Company member James Serpento, with Jane Martinovsky Hendricks. You've been listening to The Proposal, with Iowa Stage Theater Company members Tiffany Flory, John Earle Robinson, Michael Tallman, and directed by Iowa Stage Theater Company member Donna Scarfe. This has been a production of Iowa Stage Theater Company in association with King Monroe Entertainment and Little Thief Audio. Sound effects provided by the users of freesound.org through the Creative Commons public domain dedication. We hope you'll all join us in the coming weeks for more Love for Short, as well as our upcoming digital production of Bright Half-Life by Tanya Barfield, March 5th through the 14th. We also invite you to visit our website at iowastage.org to learn more about our season, and to be sure to visit our store, where you can purchase Love for Short in 2 different print collections, one containing the plays only, and also the special edition, which contains not only the plays, but the short stories on which those plays are based, introductions by the author, and a foreword by actress Kate Burton. Join us on March 14th when we release The Ninny in its original prose version and in a stage adaptation directed by company member Kim Grimaldi, and starring guest artists Jennifer Hughes and Maggie Schmidt. Until then, thank you so much for listening.